Hello everyone, my name's Alana.
I'm Andrea.
I'm Scott.
And our topic today is solid earth. What we'll be investigating though is the topic of plate tectonics.
Oh boy.
Okay, our complex question is...
How does the interaction of Earth's tectonic plates affect the formation of mountains? So with that, we came up with 3 different investigations.
Because we know that mountains can be formed 3 different ways.
Well,
Really?
even more than that.
Yeah.
Wow, I learn something new every day.
I know. So this is our first one, which we came up with a question of what happens when plates shift upwards. Our claim was that when Earth's crust on either side of a fault are dropped or pushed above the surrounding land, sections of the crust, which is the sponge we will be using, are pulled apart or pushed together. When the sponge slides up or down, it'll create a mountain. So,
Just like the picture.
Andrea, would
Yeah.
you like to be my volunteer?
Absolutely.
Awesome. This is our crust. Now, I would like you to use the scissors and maybe cut it on a diagonal so that can create a crevice.
Careful.
Would you look at that? Now, how would we create a mountain from this?
Well, when you push upwards, there's a mountain. Or when we push downwards, there's a mountain on the other side.
Very interesting. So, from our evidence, first we cut a sponge on a diagonal. Then we pushed them together, and this created diagonals in the sponge, therefore demonstrating fault-black mountains.
Our second experiment was how our dome or round mountains formed. Our claim was when magma rises under a tectonic plate, rock is pushed upward forming a dome-shaped mountain. So we did this experiment with an index card
Saran wrap.
and some Easter grass that is going to act as our grass, and toothpaste. So you take an index card and you cut or poke a hole in it, fairly large, and you cover it with saran wrap. But make sure on the other end you don't cover the hole.
Next, you're going to put your grass on top of the hole.
Just like it would in real life. There's grass everywhere. Then you take your toothpaste and you're going to want to squeeze it up through the hole, just like acting like magma rising through the plate, and it shapes a dome-sized mountain. Just like that.
Would you look at that?
I know, how fascinating.
Hi, I'm Nicole, and our third question is, how are folded mountains formed? And our claim is that when the tectonic plates collide, Earth's crust will be folded, or it'll bulge and form the fold mountain. So we have some wax paper and some frosting. We're going to take a graham cracker, and we're going to break it in half. We're going to spread some frosting onto the waxed paper. Just a decent sized square.
And this is representing our magma.
Okay. So we're going to take one and we'll smush it right in. Then we're going to take the other one and we're going to dip it in some water.
Just a little bit of water, not too much.
Okay. So then we're going to put that, leave a little bit of space because tectonic plates aren't always touching. And we're just going to smush them together. And if you start to see in the corner over here, it's starting to fold over. And that is how folded mountains are formed.
Now let's review what our complex question was. It was, how does the interaction of Earth's tectonic plates affect the formation of mountains? So like we said, let's review our first one, and because this one was demonstrating fault block mountains. So let's examine why the plates didn't just separate from each other, spread apart, or go opposite directions, and why they went upwards or downwards. This is because of gravity, and the gravitational pull, as we know, pushes stuff downwards or upwards. So it would just be against the science of gravity for things to spread apart rather than go upwards or downwards.
Okay. So as you saw in this experiment, the dome mountain forms a dome shape, and that it's just like a volcano, but these type of mountains don't erupt. So our evidence was when you place the toothpaste directly under the card, it formed the dome-shaped mountain.
Okay, so for our third and final experiment, when we tested folded mountains, the reason that we wet the graham cracker with the water was because tectonic plates aren't all alike. They have different densities, and some tectonic plates might be more pliable than others, so that makes it easier to form the folded mountain. Thanks for watching our presentation today. Hope you learned something fun and interesting about solid Earth.
Thanks.
Yay!